Start in plaques deep depth view. Septum straight across. Then plaques appropriate view. You're then going to do your LV measurements in diastole, IVSD, LVIDD, LVPWD. Next, do your measurements in systole, IVSS, LVIDS, and LVPWS. Next, you want to zoom your aortic valve. Picture. Next, zoom AV with color. Also do your M mode of your AV. Next, zoom your mitral valve, 2D. Zoom mitral valve with color. Do your mitral valve in M mode. Next, color over IVS. LVOT measurement is next. It is in beginning or mid systole. Measure inner to inner. Your aortic diameter should be top of hump to bottom of hump, end diastole, leading edge to leading edge. Your left atrium will follow that, leading to leading, end systole. Don't forget to M mode your left ventricle. Next, you will do ascending aorta and the measurement. You want to measure on end diastole, leading to leading. Next will be your RVIT, which is your tricuspid, and you will color that. You should see it coming down into the right atrium. In RVIT, you put a continuous wave and you bring your baseline all the way to top so you can see below the baseline. Find your RVOT, your pulmonic in plaques, and you are going to put color over it. And then your continuous wave. So you move your baseline down to see above. Now we start the P-sacs. You want your overall AV level image. And then you move to focus your pulmonary valve. Focus the PV with color. And then you will do pulse wave through your pulmonary valve and measure acceleration time and the RVOT VTI. Next, color or continuous wave through the PV and measure PVVTI. When you did your pulse wave for your PV, make sure the pulse wave is always right above the valve. Pulse wave will also be your acceleration. You want to move your baseline down. Next, we go back to your AV in the middle. You're going to zoom it, then zoom AV and put color on it. Following will be your tricuspid valve. Focus it, put color on it, put continuous wave through it, bring baseline up so you can see below baseline. Next, do your mitral valve at MV level. Put color on it. Then do your P-sacs PAP level. Then the P-sacs apex level. Now we go to 4-chamber. Get your overall 2D. You're going to measure your left atrium volume and your right atrium area. This is end diastole. Then zoom your left ventricle. Measure left ventricle Simpson's biplane. Come out of just the left ventricle and get your mitral valve. Make sure to get atriums. Do not close atriums. And zoom your MV with color. We will then zoom a little bit over the IVS and color over the IVS and color over the IAS. Next, we do the pulmonary veins, and you want to do the left pulmonary vein. Put the pulse wave through the left one. Next, you go back to your mitral valve and put a pulse wave through it. Measure your E wave, your decel time, and your A wave. Then you will put a continuous wave through your mitral valve and measure your VTI, and move your baseline up to show below. TDI your septal wall. It's basal. Indicator is more on IVS. You update and you measure your E and A waves. You do the same TDI for lateral wall and measure E wave and A. You will then move to your right side and focus this. You trace and measure your RV base, your RV mid, and your RV length. Measure fractional area change of your RV. You will then zoom into your tricuspid valve and put color over it. You'll then put a continuous wave through it and measure TR. You will bring your baseline up to see underneath it. You will then TDI your tricuspid annulus and measure S prime. M mode tricuspid valve annulus and measure TAPC.